Thanks for helping with the cleanup. It should have been my job, but... oh well. It was just supposed to be a short private training session for me. I didn't think that my disciple and my master's pet would start brawling in the meantime. Well, actually, I had a feeling that it would happen at some point, but they bumped into one another earlier than I thought. What a blunder. I suppose I'll have to swing my sword 3 million times as penance.
That power. Who are you exactly?
Paimon has an idea. From what she said earlier, she must be Child's master. Skirk, right? It's just that he gave us the impression that she was the less talkative person.
I simply did not have anything to say to the weak. But you, on the other hand, managed to defeat the all-devouring narwhal without using power from beyond this world. So you may speak to me as equals. I have to agree. It's a strange use of a planet's primordial waters just to raise an all-devouring narwhal. That kind of power is wasted on it. It's not cooperative. It eats too much. And I have more important things to do with my time than pet sitting. The only thing that creature has going for it is its looks. All in all, it fails as a pet.
Miss Skirk? I think you might have missed the point.
The point being?
Well, being that this pet almost destroyed an entire nation. So what sort of person is your master? Well, Child's master's master.
Oh, right. So you don't know him. Sorry, I assumed you did. His name is Sertologi.
Huh?
I am unfamiliar with that name.
Huh. So Master isn't sufficiently famous. How should I describe him then? Have you heard of the name The Fowl?
The Fowl?
Still nothing? Well, how about the Visionary? Vetterfulnir, then? Or Gold Rhindaughter?
Ooh, that one we've heard! Rhindaughter's part of the Hexen Circle. She's Albedo's mom, right?
Oh, so you do know that name. To be honest, I also heard all of those names and titles from my master. I don't actually know them either. But I suppose you understand now, yes? My master is likely a similar sort to Rhindaughter. They are both pursuing some form of perfection.
Wait! Didn't you also mention a visionary person? Paimon didn't quite catch their name.
Actually, never mind that. I believe it expedient to inform you that the all-devouring narwhal used up nearly all its strength fighting you. Such roiling hydro energies will prove difficult for the planet's deep seas to digest. As such, the fontaine back on the surface has most likely been thrown into chaos. In other words, the prophecy that you've been fretting over should now be in full swing.
What?
Not to worry. Focalor has already managed to deceive the heavenly principles.
In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only Farina will remain, weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
Guardians, initiate emergency rescue! Hurry! Hey, lend a hand! Look! The water's receding! It's a miracle! The water's receding! We didn't dissolve! The prophecy was wrong! The prophecy was wrong!
We're saved! The prophecy was wrong. The soil renewed. The Sweet Divasula attacks post-disaster. Old soil can still give birth to new bloom. Skyship Winglet, boon or bane of the fun. The various disputes that have arisen on account. People always call the first research room. Wow! Paimon barely recognizes the people in the reports. Are those really Jurier and Navia? They sound like real big shot.
What do you think? Pretty enthralling, huh? The value for these big scoops lies in their Edwin's assistant, Jurier, created a true...
Paimon's curious.
And that's exactly why I'd like you to...
Are you?
Oh, this time we'll be...
The world shares the bounty of the skies, the rain and clouds that grace.
A gift from the land beyond.
Oh, it's you.
Hey, we're just having a look around.
I'm here to update myself on how things are going.
Let me introduce you. This is Mr. Garunt Snezhevich. Our residents are hard at work as well.
Hello, Miss Charlotte. I'm a big fan of yours. I especially... But if you don't mind, could you not emphasize our role too?
I get where you're coming from. I'll keep...
That would be fine.
Oh, you're back too. How are things?
We finished laying down.
Huh? You're here
Well, her reputation's greatly risen after that whole duel business with Miss Farina. so she's here in Poisson to wait out the heat.
There's too much to consider in the reconstruction of Poisson.
Oh, wait just a moment. Do you mind me asking a few questions? You know, about how you felt before the duel.
Forget it.
I see you're the same as all.
Well, if we're talking about doing things for my sake, you might as well just take a few more photos of me.
Of course I will. I'm not gonna let her off that easy. All right, then everyone who wants to be in the photo, gather.
How did it go? Was it a good shot?
Not bad. Your addition really helped the composition of the picture. All right, hang on a moment. Let me snap a few more shots. All right, that should do it. I'll be back here later anyway, so let's call it a day.
You're very quick.
Speed is of the also not.
Wow, you...
I'll hazard a guess that this is how you got that interview at the...
Whoa, you're well informed.
That's a very...
In truth, all Monsieur Neuvillette asked me was, when did the fortress become... I told him that it was best not to speak too soon.
You're right. I've got to...
Stay safe now, and...
Wow, guess we're here again, huh? There's a real nostalgic...
Looks like you've been missing us.
Duke! Did you...
Of course.
It's an honor to finally...
No need to thank me.
Of course, of course.
All right then, this way. It would seem that Miss Lorvine doesn't...
Sir, please don't say...
But it looks like dear Mr. Jurier denies it.
No, I just...
Now, I might not look it, but I actually did meet the boat that brought about a mirror. Still, if I might have...
Looks like
I have to apologize, but that ship is present...
Really?
You already know my answer, I'm afraid. Best you interview our head nurse instead. Or perhaps...
Did you really have to use the word? Well, then, to so...
Is my hair messed up? Please.
Things sure are getting pretty lively. Oh, seems like everyone's here. Would any of you like to try the...
See...
Hey, Miss Charlotte. Why don't you, sure. Come on,
sure. Do I have to smile? So, how have things been at the...
Same old same.
Other than that flying ship, it got a tad too much attention, I think.
That's why I decided to let the interview go through.
You're too kind, sir.
I see.
He sure did win them.
I'll tell them that there's good news.
Oh,
What change can there be? As to what Miss Farina's departure will mean for the nation, and if our laws and governance will be transformed, we'll leave though.
Hey, everyone. The photo shoot's done.
Good. In that case, let's call it a day.
Thanks for your cooperation. Come on, Traveler, let's go.
There'll be an...
Maybe. Who knows? I might write a... All right. Last stop, the docks. Navia mentioned that she stayed...
Traveler, Paimon. And Miss Charlotte.
Would you like a magic pocket? What sort of gadget is... It's a wonder... Trick a friend.
You could just make a friend like Fremine here. Isn't that right, Fremine?
To be honest, that sounds pretty sweet. Could I...
Oh.
Lynette sure is working hard to help Fremine social.
He was the one who proposed doing this. He even wants to assist.
Yes, I was planning to first introduce.
That said, would anyone want to see a diver escape underwater?
Oh, it'll work out.
Lynette, could you...
Got it.
My, that Charlotte is rather perceptive. She got rid. Father said.
That's a...
Oh, after Lady.
A diplomatic...
Yes. It could have been done as an apology for the incident with Lord Child, or as thanks for his help in tying the all-devouring narwhal down. Furthermore, Father did also lend significant aid to...
Well, that's true, but this is a gnosis we're talking about. Doesn't this seem a bit...
I would agree, but I've also heard that... It seems that Monsieur Nervilette has had a significant change of...
So there's some reason for...
I suspect you'll have to ask him about that yourself. Ah, yes, speaking of which,
isn't he real busy and stuff? But back to the topic. The gnosis was given to the
They say that he's returned to Snezhnaya to recover from his wounds. I hear that the recent disaster really did a number on his health.
That's true. When you think about it, we've had loads of run-ins with the...
So shocked by such a simple switching of sides?
Father!
Well, what do you know? Come to the docks to see how my children are doing and meet the traveler by chance.
Are you going to take the gnosis back to Snezh?
That is our duty as harbingers. Don't be too preoccupied with sides. The goal of the Fatui concerns not a single place or person, but the entire world. With such a grand goal in mind, it is inevitable that we must wear many switching my masks is something I've always done. Well, that depends on many things. No one truly knows what the future holds. What good is honesty if you can't rely on... As for you, I very much look forward to our next collaboration. Good things cannot be achieved alone, and you've proved yourselves to be great partners. A vision? Oh.
And that's a wrap for me. Huh?
Greetings, Miss Journalist.
Hello?
That is correct. So forgive me, but I will not be able to serve as a subject in your article. However, feel free to write as much as you'd like about our... The sea breeze is quite pleasant.
Farewell, Father.
Oh, she has such an intimidating presence. I didn't even dare to take a picture. Thankfully, I've already wrapped up all my pre-scheduled interviews.
Don't be too nervous. Why don't you take a magic pocket before you go? Here, Traveler, Paimon, you take what...
To move things about?
That's right. Funny. I guess this must be life. All right, then.
Well, guess we sent Charlotte off. Shall we go see how Nervilette's doing? As long as he's not so busy that he doesn't have time to chat anyway. Going to have free time.
Really? Oh, I suppose you must have met Mr. Linney. He took the time to greet me. In any case, you came at a good time. I was just considering reaching out to you.
Aw, Paimon's glad that you remembered. Thank you for keeping us on your mind. All right, let's have it then. How was Fontaine actually saved?
It is strange how words can often leave a bitter taste in the mouth when it finally comes time to say.
The divine throne of the Hydro Archon and restored your power to you, transforming you into a fully... But Paimon still doesn't quite get what you did to save the Fontaine.
For me, The authority of the ancient dragons refers to absolute control over the hydro element. Fontanians were incomplete humans born of Egeria's use of the power of the primordial sea, with constitutions similar to that of mimics. But so long as those primordial energies remain within them, I could use the ancient dragon's authority to grant them true blood, after the fashion in which life was. In other words, when I gave my verdict, Fontanians became true humans, and thus would naturally no longer be dissolved.
Fossilor must have counted on you to make that decision as well. Your verdict was the key to making the prophecy appear to have come true while saving everyone. Yeah, and in a manner of speaking, Fossilor finally managed to fulfill the original Hydro Archon's wish to turn Oceanids into...
It seems from your expressions that you still have more things you wish to ask. Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Oh, that's right! They say you've given it to the Knave as a diplomatic gift yourself!
Leaving aside their intentionality, the two Fatui Harbingers have indeed done much for us during this crisis. Their sole remaining goal in Fontaine, at least at this point, would seem to be the Gnosis. The Oratrice has ceased to function. The Hydro Archon's divine throne is now no more, and I do not need the Gnosis's power. As such, it has lost all meaning for Fontaine. If the Fatui have impure designs, then we might as well accede to their request now, and avoid unnecessary conflict.
What complicated considerations? Paimon thought you were just giving it to them out of gratitude to the Knave and...
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it. I have investigated his case, but whether it be by sentiment or reason, as for the judgment passed by the Oratrice, whether it was due to that liability by association, or Fossilor deliberately using him to buy time for us on the assumption that he would be able to hold the creature off.
Guess Fossilor had Fontanians... hang on a second. Paimon said back when Fontanians hadn't yet become real humans, were the children they had also transformed?
Life has always flowed like water. Do you recall how Fontanians would often come to the fountain?
Yeah! Lynette said the fountain is where...
In truth, those Paimon... Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Yeah,
Lady Farine. I related Fossilor's words to her faithfully and completely. After hearing them, she seemed not... She simply said that she was tired and needed to... Having said that, she then packed her things and moved out of the opera house. Not unlike how an ordinary person might.
But she's still got a place to...
You need not worry. I will make arrangements to ensure that she will not want for food, clothing. In truth, I am somewhat happy for her. The wear and tear on her spirit will, of course, take time. But now that she no longer has to play the role of Fossilor the Hydro Archon, she can finally lay down her burdens.
What about you, then? What are your plans now that you've regained your...
After Fossilor passed on, the Oratrice also ceased to function. This matter will directly affect our trials. After much careful consideration, I've decided to take over its role in our...
Looks like you're still considering stuff from...
As an elemental dragon, there are indeed many things that I must do. But this power, and this duty, in a manner of speaking, you could say that, as such, before I attend to my other responsibilities, I must first and foremost continue to... Additionally, the Hydro Archon's departure has brought about another problem, which is that the Opera House shall no longer produce...
That's true. That power was derived from the people's faith in the Hydro Archon. Wait, but the various mechs and machines in the city are all still okay. Where are they...
As I am now, I have full command over New Musia, and it can serve as a complete substitute. Another reason why I cannot...
Wow. This ancient dragon's authority stuff is really quite...
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it. You will soon be heading to Natlan, I presume. I'm afraid that I have little talent as a travel guide, so all I can do is tell you what I know about that land. As far as I'm aware, Natlan can be said to be a nation of dragons.
A nation of dragons? You mean like you?
No, I suspect that I would not find myself welcome. Unlike ancient dragons such as myself, the dragons of Natlan have undergone long years of development and evolution. Large numbers of them have entered a form of coexistence. Natlan is also the nation of war. War ravages those lands like an... There is one other piece of information I got incidentally from my negotiations with the Knave that I believe may be useful to you. The Harbinger known as the Captain has thrown his hat into the endless ring of war.
The Captain. Sounds like a real tough customer. Seriously, everywhere you look, there's a Fatui Harbinger doing their thing.
I suggest that you fully prepare yourself before going to Natlan. In the meantime, Fontaine's door. Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Hang on a sec. Paimon's still... When we spoke to Linny earlier, he mentioned that your attitude towards giving away the Gnosis had clearly changed. We guessed that there might be some reason for it that only you were aware of.
No wonder the House of the Hearth is the Fatui's intelligence division. They are certainly sharp. So regarding this specific issue, I was just getting ready to share something with you.
What is it?
In truth, I exchanged some further words with that lady named Skirk after sending you two back to the surface. It went something like this.
Well, we're going to head topside to see what's going on.
What next?
The all-devouring narwhal isn't here, so I'm no longer getting any interference. I can finally catch the scent of your power, what it's made of. It is the authority of the planet's primordial dragons, but with something very similar to a god's curse mixed in. I'm sure I've encountered something like this before.
I do not know what...
Of course. You should have the remains of the third descender on your person, yes?
Remains? I've never heard of any such thing.
According to your parlance, I believe it may be called a gnosis.
Well, that much is true. After Focalor's divinity faded, she handed her gnosis to me. But I fear I have never heard of it described in the manner that you...
I've been training with my master, the Foul, ever since I was young, and I have never returned to the surface since. So most of the information I possess, I got from him. It is only natural for those who are greater than humanity to possess a different sort of common sense, which is why there are so many problems in our attempts to communicate with humans. Regardless, you should probably get rid of objects of misfortune to prevent any disasters from befalling you. To live in itself is a blessing, but once a person dies, the bonds he once had with this world...
What do you mean by that?
No need to fret. These are just my... personal thoughts.
This third descender you refer to, who are they? And when did they die?
Master never mentioned them to me. Perhaps it just wasn't that important for me to know. If you're interested, though, I could ask him. I'll be sure to pass the answer on to you next.
Next time? You believe we will meet again?
I do. Wait. I have a disciple of my own, don't I? He can be the messenger, then?
That's what she told me.
The remains of the third descent. So that's what the Gnosis actually are. Paimon just thought they looked like chess pieces. How could they be a person's remains?
All the same, assuming that there was no misunderstanding or special metaphor at play.
And she said that it would bring misfortune and that you should...
If she speaks the truth, then I would simply be putting Fontaine at I had guessed that you might already be familiar with this concept, but I did not expect you to be one of them. That means that the Gnosis, which are exceedingly element-compatible and can even enhance elemental abilities, do indeed come from the third descender. I wonder, does your body also possess similar properties?
Like being able to use elemental powers without a vision! traveler to the dead third descender and all? That's what you say, but this topic still feels like bad luck! Once Child recovers, let's get some more answers out of him. Or go look for his master and get the answers there.
I too believe it unwise to make too many blind guesses when information is lacking. The same is true.
Alright. Whatever the case, it seems...
Yes. All of Fossil...
But she sacrificed herself in the end as a god, and she suffered through all the...
I suppose that would be the mystery of a god's will. I suspect not. But once in a while I too would guess that if wishes were like the clouds in the sky, they will one day... Life flows like water, and rain is... And what ultimately is...